We are putting the minimal of countersinking on the holes for the bottom plate, mainly because it's not going to be visible. I just spun this drill back and forth a little bit. However, for the top plate, which is this one here, we will want to sink the screw tops underneath the surface so I can cover them up. So we will have to do something. This is the other side of the top plate. So as you can see, I have to do a little bit of work to get rid of the burr. As we are going to be putting screws into these holes, this being the bottom plate, the screw will come up, and we'll be also gluing to give it increased strength. I have sanded the edge along here, and this is my edge tape to help prevent damage to the surface here. This will be repeated on all surfaces that come together and will be glued. This shows the 4 holes needed to hold the bottom verticals that are labeled in my drawing 7 and 8. They go from the bottom plate, which is this plate, to the middle plate, and they secure the middle plate in location. This is the top panel. We have now drilled the 6 holes that have to go into it. 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and 2 for the middle support plate. The holes will be countersunk. I gotta set that up now. I've just made the countersinking idea. See, what do we got? About 3 millimeters of this drill bit sticking out from the washer. That should stop things, hopefully. And we'll just drill the 6 holes down. We have sanded the edge here, and the center line, and the other edge over there, ready for the glue to attach, probably stronger. Okay, we're now drilling the holes into the center shelf. The 2 middle holes, one here and here, are easy. They're just centered. But the other 4 holes, which have to secure the vertical risers from the bottom, a little more problem, because this is not 36 inches. So the answer was to find out what 1 foot away would be. That's there. And then adjust this tape measure to where 18 inches actually is. That's 1/2 of the width of the bottom panel. And then go 1 foot from this new edge, which gives me this point here. So now I'll just repeat that on the other side, and we can get the last 4 holes done. Okay, we have the middle panel here, and the 6 holes have been drilled here for the vertical risers that separate parts and also give support. Now I have this thing here, which is my countersink with the washer on there to keep it from going too far in. Now I just have to remember who's going which way. these 4 are going down. This is the top of the board. So I go like this. Come on, little guy. See how it grabs? It's a good job I have the stopper on there. Okay, those ones are going down. These other 2, I don't really have to do anything. You can't see looking up anyway. We've now drilled the holes in both side panels. Panel 4, as you can see, and panel 5. Now what we have to do is just finish up the surfaces with countersinking on both, and then sanding on the inside panel sides. Okay, we have now drilled the pilot holes, as you may see here and here. Where is it? There it is. In all the boards that need places for the screws to actually go inside the wood. Okay, I think all the holes are now drilled. There is our way of standing things up temporarily. Books come in handy, amongst other things. Okay, we have these 2 vertical risers, number 7, number 8. They have been glued and the screws have been put into place. I used 1-inch pilot screws just to get things started and positioned. And then the 2-inch screws are holding it now. Now the first 2 risers have been glued and screwed together with the bottom plate. The strips of masking tape which protected the surface close by are now being removed. We are now going to glue on the middle panel. To do this, we have to properly locate it. So what we're doing here is we're locating it according to the guidelines here and making sure that this is flush on here. Similarly here, where we have to move it until it lines up. By making little pilot holes bigger on the upcoming, well, whatever we call it, the riser, I needed a little bit of a larger pilot hole so that my drill bit that I was using as a locating device was actually able to find the hole. And now all 4 are found. The next step, as I see it, is to put on the left side vertical panel, which is this one. I've labeled it number 4. You can see here that there's a place for the glue to secure onto the middle shelf. And down below here, which you'll be able to see momentarily, I also have a place for glue. So I have to apply glue here and here. And as I found out before, I'm going to have to make sure that I have little places that this drill bit can actually find the spot on the vertical panel, because when I put the screw up, it may not center exactly. The final 6 screws have now been positioned correctly, and I just have to drive them in. The table has now been completed. We used filler to fill in the different holes, which can just be slightly seen because of the black paint that has been put on it. The edge has been filled or covered with melamine stripping. And in most cases I've got the edge covered with black paint. I just noticed a couple places that haven't yet been done. So this is the completion of one table. If you want to build it, just have fun.